Alright, hey there everyone, Sari here, and welcome to a bit of a special celebration stream. Just want to start by honestly thanking everyone who's subscribed to the channel. It's really great to see this many people interested in the videos I post and produce, so thank you to everybody. And today we are going to be doing some summoning on this New Heroes banner. And see what we get. Well, not quite the start I was hoping to see here. I'm hoping to mostly pull on green and colorless for the first 2 to 3 sparks, somewhere in there. So a full circle of blue and red is a little bit awkward. Let's see what we get, though. Maybe we'll get a Chrom for free, I wouldn't mind that. Nope, just Robin. Yeah, fingers crossed. I've had some pretty awkward luck with a lot of my summons lately, so... yeah, well, we got a green this time, so it's better than the first circle. Oh, here we go. Finally. Nothing there. Hoping to see some, well, ideally some Tikis and Byleths, but there's actually quite a few pity breakers that I wouldn't mind seeing as well. Ascended Celica would be very cool if she shows up. And well, I wouldn't mind seeing any extra Fjorms. Fallen Rhea would be really cool too if she shows up. I've got several long-term merge projects that I'd really like to work on, but it's always nice when they actually show up at random and you just get an extra. I think the latest one that happened with was Fallen Ike, who I think is now +7 for me. He's getting there. We'll get there eventually. Okay, so this will be the last circle that we get with tickets. And from there it's just pure orbs. I also just... for anyone watching, I hope everyone else's summons have gone well on this banner. The units are definitely really cool. I think overall, Chrom is going to be one of the best units that for just overall aging, since the ability to pick up any of the new and shiny buffs that IS introduces going forwards is really going to do a lot of work for him. Alright, let's see if we get anything in the first 10 summons. Nope. Well, George, your art is cool, but sadly, as a unit, you're not that great here. Ah, back to a full red and blue. Well, if we do get pity broken on blue, hopefully it's either Chrom or Ascended Idune. Those would both be really good to see. Oh, this is a nice circle actually. Might even end up pulling the blue here. 3 orbs for maybe a Chrom. Wouldn't mind that. Although, you know, it would be nice to see something. Oh, hey! First Byleth. Nice. Oh, hold on. It's not 2 Byleths, it's 1. Oh, and she's plus speed too. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. I'll probably pull the blue then, since we got a pity breaker. As for first up for dragon flowers, it probably just depends on which type of dragon flowers I start spending first. Infantry flowers, the first set is going to Azura, since... well, she was my first 5-star, and I'm just going to continue keeping her topped up on dragon flowers until, well, until the game is over or I stop playing. I don't think that second one's going to happen. I really enjoy Fae. It's just, it's a lot of fun. It's Fire Emblem Light, and it's a great way to bridge in between mainline Fire Emblem games. Well, we did at least see a Byleth, so that's already a good start. Back to one of either green or colorless, but it's okay. I mean, technically all it takes is one orb in a circle to potentially give you a 5-star. Higuro is not a 5-star. Nope. Oh, 2 shots at Tiki. Let me know too. Oh, hi there, Gustav. Well, as pity breakers go, this one is actually really good. I'm okay with that. He could actually be really good for some lull fodder along with attack smoke, but it's mostly the attack smoke, really. Oh, also, please let me know if the music's drowning me out at all. I can always turn that down. Nope, nothing there. He does. He has... oh, right, it's Trace, not Lull. I don't know why I said Lull. It's AD Trace and Attack Smoke is ideally what you get out of him. Attack Smoke is honestly a very neat skill. I'm still trying to figure out who to give it to, who'd benefit most. I've actually thought about giving it to my Ascended Legiorn. Okay. Can do. Let's see. Lissa. Lissa, you're wonderful, but not here. There we go. Just a little bit. I figured I'd use some just music from my personal playlists for this, since the summoning music can get a little old if you're at it for a while. Nope, no Tiki. But there's two more on this circle that could be Tiki. I will not say no to defense tactic fodder. The tactic skills have always been something I actually really like, just overall. They're very convenient ways to get access to a full set of buffs, and have been ever since, well, even before we had 6-unit AR teams. Tiki? Maybe? Nope, just a raven. It's a bit of a slow start to these. We did find a Byleth already, which is good. And Gustav. Actually, my second Gustav as a pity breaker. Hey, Kath. Not the new and improved Kath, but Still a calf. Ooh. 3 shots at Byleth. See if we find one. Nope, just Emran. I would not say no to Marianne either. Oh, speaking of Celica. Hey, I am quite happy to see her. Let's see if this one's... Oh, plus attack Celica. My current Celica is actually neutral, so this is a really nice upgrade. Glad to see her.
Oh,
This is a great pity breaker, honestly.
I can get through anything, so long as we're together.
Celica's another one of those definitely going to be a long-term merge project for me. So, very happy to see her. Just a Leon. Yeah, Seliph, I feel like he's going to be one of the more underrated of these 4, but I think he's just going to be very solid overall. His kit's, it's not as wildly eye-catching as something like Chrom's, but I think he's still going to be extremely powerful if he's in the right spots. And that miracle just makes him so hard to actually take down as long as he's got it active, which isn't hard to do when you have 4 movement. Faye, you're not the dragon I'm looking for. You are a green dragon, but you're not the one I'm looking for. Yeah, Celica's... she is held back, honestly, by the fact that, well, Deflect Magic exists, and Hardy Fighter with Deflect Magic is a great way to just say no to every mage in the game. Right now. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but we'll see what they end up introducing. I'm actually kind of glad that we didn't get a new inheritable special from Tiki, since it would have made it very hard to merge her instead of giving the special out to my other dragons instead, so... Honestly, overall though, I'm really satisfied with this CYL set as a whole. I don't think that there's any wildly out there power creep in these 4. They all have fun stuff, and they all have really strong effects to work with, but I think they're all kind of on a level with the stuff we've been getting recently. There's no gigantic spike the way there was, honestly, last year with Erica and Marth. Oh, nope. That's all for that circle. Alright, let's see if we get one more 5-star before the spark. Nope, no Tikis yet. I will get you, Tiki. You're going to be the first spark since you haven't shown up yet. Nope. Alright. That's still honestly pretty fine. We got 3 5-stars on the way to the spark, so it's already slightly above average. Okay. So, Tiki, you first.
Huh? What? I'm awake. Can't you tell?
Definitely not dozing off. Yeah, I think one of the things I really appreciate about Chrom specifically is that he takes some setup to make him work well. He's not just going to be able to run in and delete someone without actually using his fate changed beforehand. So on a defense, for example, it's going to be very hard to make him just oppressive. Oh, okay. Hi there, Dedu. We're getting a lot of pity breakers, actually. 3-1 right now. I won't say no to more Dedus. Honestly, just having spare save fodder is never a bad thing. You never know when there's going to be another armor unit that I desperately want to build. Oh wow, 4 greens. Might end up pulling this red too. Come on, Tiki. We've gotten 3 pity breakers in a row. We can get a focus unit, right? Well, in theory, we can get a focus unit. Oh, hey, Tiki! Nice! That is Tiki number 2, including the sparked one. Maybe we get plus res? Oh, plus defense. I think I will pull the red here just as, well, reorbs for potentially a Seliph. Or, you know, maybe Ike. Or OG Byleth. I actually am very close to getting the OG female Byleth to plus 10. I only need one more copy of her. Nope, just a stall. Wow, 4 blue. I'm going to just say that there weren't any crumbs in there, so I'm not missing anything by not pulling them. Wow. Really is heavy on blue and red here. Does not want to give me the green and colorless ones. But they are showing up, so... Haven't actually gotten pity broken by an off-color circle yet, so... Which is nice. It's also... I think this is... I don't know if these daily banners over the last week have been using the updated pool or not. I'm not sure they have. I know the Hero Fest was using the old pool. But this banner I know has the updated summoning pool, so there are a lot of those really awkward pity breakers that just don't show up anymore, which is very nice. Byleth? Nope. We did just get 5 stars, so another one this early would be really awesome if it happened, but unlikely. Faye. Faye, you're adorable, but I'm not looking for you. Nope. And number 3... it's been 6 years now, and every time I see Sheena's silhouette, I immediately do a double take. Raisin does that to me too. It's the big silhouette that makes you think, wait, who's... oh, wait, no. I know that silhouette, and it's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, honestly, it's her and Raisin. They always get me, every time they show up. Honestly, there aren't many. Shez would be really fun to see show up in Fae, because I actually liked Shez a lot in Three Hopes. So, I'm hoping that they do eventually bring them over. Outside of that, though, they've put just about everyone I care about in Fae already, so I'm mostly happy just cruising along and picking up new alts or skills for my favorites. Oof, we're up to 375. That's unfortunate. Yeah, every time one of the new Resplendents shows up, it always makes me just sort of step back and say, wait, who's that? And then I remember and I'm like, oh, right, they have a new outfit now. Yeah, there are several people stuck in seasonal hell that just really should have probably had a base version by now. I think Dorothy is one of the first ones that comes to mind, who I'm just really surprised hasn't actually gotten a base version yet. She's definitely one of the more popular students, and yeah, just for whatever reason, they have not given her a base version yet. Yikes, look at all this red and blue. Oh, looks like we're going to 4%. Well, unless we pity break it here, we do have 4 out of the 5, and might pull the 5 as well if a 5-star actually shows up, which would be nice. It's always a little awkward when you hit 4% without seeing anything. Not even a 3-star or 4-star special, which is actually a bit surprising. Come on, Tiki. Nope, Python. Maybe Tiki? Nope, Faye. I told you you're not the green dragon I'm looking for. Alright, 4% it is. And probably about to hit 4.25 if we don't find something here. This one is the remastered version of Satyril Marsh Night theme from Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Or the definitive edition, rather. The whole set of songs I put together for this is all from the definitive edition of Xenoblade 1, so... Oh no. Lane. Oh no. That is not a pity breaker I wanted to see. Well, I guess she's there. I already had her. I did not need to see her again. Did that reset us all the way down? Oh no. Okay, it didn't completely reset the rate, I guess. That's something. Maybe someday she'll get a refine that makes it worth merging her. I've actually seen her a few times over the years. Well, years. She hasn't been out for quite that long, but I think I've gotten enough of her to put her up to +3 now, maybe 4. So, somewhere in there. Well, we're almost at a spark, which means a guaranteed unit that we actually want to see. I really do appreciate the sparking system. Ever since they introduced it, it's been such a relief to have that as just a guarantee. So that even if you run into sessions like this, where you keep pulling things that you don't want to find, you'll still find, eventually, the units you're actually looking for. Ooh, 4 of them this time. Nice. Nope, no Byleth. Yeah, that is the plus of Flame, is that she's really, along with all of the other 5-star staves, basically guaranteed to get a refine eventually. It makes me a little sad looking back at the large number of 3 to 4-star staves that are just kind of in limbo and may not ever actually get a shiny new toy to play with. It's actually fun to see Legault here. I ran into a very impressive Legault for yesterday's AR match. Sadly, I wasn't able to record that match, and I'm still sad that I didn't, because it was a very, very cool Legault. They had his refine, and he was maxed out on merges and dragonflowers, along with, I think it was sturdy impact and tempest and tempo and lethality. It was a very spooky Legault. Alright, Byleth, come here. Okay, so bare minimum, by the end of the summoning session, we will have a +1 Byleth and +1 Tiki. Would really appreciate getting them to +2 here, but sometimes that just doesn't quite happen. Wow, really? Okay. Rip hoping for Byleth or Tiki on this circle. Oh, speaking of Tiki, thank you, Tiki. Thank you for showing up and making this a little bit better. Oof. Plus attack, but minus res. I mean, the flaw doesn't really matter too much after merge, but... I'm planning to go in spending around 500 orbs. So we'll probably end up hitting the 3rd spark. I would like to make sure I keep enough orbs to basically guarantee finding an Azura when the double special hero banner comes out. I think it's just about a week from now. So I want to make sure I at least have enough orbs for that. Oh, I didn't actually count the Tiki up one. Whoops. Oh, and I forgot to add the Byleth spark in there as well. We had 4 on that circle and all duds. Actually, really surprised that I haven't seen a single 4-star special yet. It's one of those things that sometimes you just get an avalanche of 4-star specials and other times they just never show up. Good. Hi, Brady. Wow. 3 3-stars, huh? Not even a chance of anything really interesting there. Colorless. I'm hoping that eventually they do something about the really, really old units in the 3 to 4-star pool. Because a lot of them just... when you've been pulling the same unit for 6 years, it gets a little bit old. Oh. You're still a pity breaker, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. He is still a pity breaker. Well, we've at least found some good pity breakers and some really unfortunate ones. Flane and Julian are not very high on my list of people I'd like to see right now. Wait, I think we've had 6 pity breakers, not 5. I might have forgotten to add Flane in there. Because we've had Gustav, Celica, those 2 were good. There was a Dedu and Flane. And also the Julian. Who else was there? I think I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, hey, awesome. There we go. That's a bit of a relief. I love that she's singing that song. It's Freya's song for that. Well, we found a plus res Byleth. But plus res Byleth is not quite the Byleth we're looking for. We already found the plus speed of her, so that's good. Well, Byleth showing up that quickly at least helps, because that Julian was a little bit much. I think we've only had 5 pity breakers. Still getting more pity breakers than actual focus units, but at least it's not quite that lopsided. Oh, and there's our first 4-star special. Hey there, Lewin. Lewin's one of those units that I feel like I might pick up if he shows up in the Hall of Forms. but I just have never quite been able to bring myself to actually build him. He is really solid when he's maxed out and gets his refine and some of the updated toys to play with. But you do have to commit that. And Special Spiral, even now, is still a pretty useful skill to inherit, so it's hard to justify it. Nope, just an Orn. Well, even if we only get Byleth and Tiki to +2 each, I think that's still okay. Honestly, I'm more interested in making sure that I have them available to tinker with over the coming year, and I'll probably try harder to actually merge them up during the Hero Fest in Golden Week. Yeah, I think that's where my Ophelia got her Special Spiral from as well. Poor Lewin. He's been around longer than Keaton, so is just kind of seen as the Special Spiral fodder candidate. And Keaton, honestly, has gotten a really good refine to work with, especially with that updated Beast Tempo effect. So it's a lot harder to say, yeah, sure, I'll use Keaton for that fodder instead. Oh wow, full circle. I think this is the first one we've gotten. Let's see if anyone shows up. I think I do count Lewin in that other category. Kind of forgot to put together a 4-star special counter. So he'll just get lumped in with the other pity breakers, even if he's not actually a pity break, since it doesn't reset anything. Yeah, that is exactly what I'm going for, Khaki. Along with one extra spark for Chrom at the end of this. Chrom just seems like he's going to be a lot of fun to use, and I would not mind having a single copy of him to work with. I actually kind of feel like I might have been better off pulling for Chrom and Seliph, since we've seen a lot more blue and red orbs on these circles than anything else. Yeah, Chrom, I think, feels like the one who's the safest long-term bet, since his ability to copy any new buffs that IS decides to create means that he'll always have a way to take advantage of the power creep without necessarily inheriting those skills himself. Which is really nice. Now, granted, you do still have to pull for those units or skills in order to let him use them, but you don't actually have to lose the unit to use them, which is really, really nice. Okay. So 7 more pulls, and that should actually get us to right under 500 orbs spent. Nice. Oh wow, this actually ended up being a really nicely budgeted summoning session, even if we could have gotten a little luckier, I think. Hopefully we don't hit 4% by the end of this again. Hmm. I think Byleth's B skill is going to be... It's interesting, because it's a lot like Kronya, for just as a common example. It gives you access to an alternate condition for Vantage, and I do think that that is really, really strong in the right hands. Basing it on speed makes it a little bit trickier, especially since you do want to be able to one-shot your opponent, ideally. And I think Byleth is just far and away going to be the best user of that skill right now. But I can definitely see it being useful on the right unit. Now, who that unit is, might be a bit harder to say. Yeah, 4%. It does make me want to break this pity. Hopefully we just find a Tiki here. We got a 3-star Luthier and a 4-star Luthier. There's not a 5-star Luthier, so we can't quite just climb the ladder that way. Come on, Tiki. Break this pity so I don't get tempted into summoning more. Ah. Well, that's, I guess we might end up summoning some more. So I think we're at 4.25 right now. I think before I keep going, I'm just going to clean out the barracks and make sure I actually have these tallies correct. Ah, hey there, Chrom.
Don't strike me out of the blue, friend. Even with this armor, it still hurts.
Yes, bonk the Chrom. Alright, so create some combat manuals and we'll sort by obtained. Make sure we clean all of this out. Nope, come on. This is, I think, the second time we actually hit 4.25 this summoning session, so a little bit unfortunate, but we've been getting some 5 stars. Oh, nope, not the shop. Ooh, I'll have to check that out, actually. I like actually having the animations on, but for a lot of just the general grinding and repetitive modes, I tend to turn them off because if you leave them on, it just makes the game take so long to play. I do like turning them on for AR, though. Alright, I think we're almost at the bottom of this. Nearly. And there we go. Okay. So, let me double check this tally. We've gotten 1, 2, 3 Byleths, 3 Tikis. Oh, hold on. Tanya, you're not supposed to be in there. So 3 Byleths, 3 Tikis, that's correct, 1 Chrom. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, good. Right on target. That's okay, we're gonna try and break this pity rate. Hopefully it doesn't take too much. 4.25 just... it hurts. I did end up getting a form of Guinevere. I ended up getting basically my ideal skill set for her in the Hall of Forms, so yeah, picking her up was a bit of a no-brainer. Now we're hitting 4.5, aren't we? Ah. Tiki, maybe? Nope. Byleth, maybe? Come on. Nope. Okay, 4.5 it is. Eh. It really hurts to hit the spark and have a pity rate this high, so you just end up wanting to break it, because leaving it up there just feels really bad. Yeah, Elmyron, these are all from the Xenoblade Definitive Edition. I actually haven't used Guinevere in AR in a while now, actually. I want to, again, I just keep getting distracted by basically every other shiny option that's been available over the last several months. So... I think I am going to end up giving her and Zelgios just another week at some point because they're so good together. I do love using them. Oh. We're about to go to 475, aren't we? Eesh. The unintentional fourth spark. Ah. Yeah, this right here, though, is about the luck I've had on most of the recent banners. Is it just goes really, really high up the pity rate, and then maybe I get one unit that I'm looking for. I'm not sure. I think Celica has a really good, I think Celica has a really great niche if you turn her into an infinite miracle loot tank, but she does have some pretty notable weaknesses. I think one of them is brave hits. She can't handle that at all, where Guinevere has enough magical bulk that she can basically ignore triangle attacks from mages. Physical units she might have to worry about, but mages she's not really that worried about at all, which is really, really good to be able to say. Please don't hit 5%, though. Oh no. Jill, I love you, but no. You were supposed to be a Tiki. The worst part about getting Jill here is that I'm pretty sure we're going to end at 4% on this circle if we don't find another 5-star. I just want to reset this pity rate. Nope. Yeah, at this point I'm looking at it, and we're only 24 summons away from the spark, so I might just go for that. Okay. We'll go for it, and that way I at least get a Seliph as well, to round out the collection. And hopefully we at least find something interesting before the end of this. No. We'll still have a couple hundred orbs at least by the end of this, so That should be more than enough to spark on the double special heroes banner and get myself the last couple of Azura marches. This actually feels like a very appropriate theme. Prison Island right now. The game is not playing nice. Yeah, honestly this is the... well, I don't mind pulling when I can spark. It's when I'm pushing past a spark that I start to get really about pulling, even with a pity rate. If there is a spark waiting for me, I don't usually mind as much, because, well, A, there's a guaranteed unit at the end of it, and B, those Celestial Stones are actually really useful for me. They're one of the only ways I've actually been able to try and pretend I'm catching up on infantry dragonflowers. Jeez though, this luck is kind of tragic right now. But yeah, we'll stop at the spark, no matter what the pity rate is, even if it's ridiculously high. I'm hoping it doesn't get that high. We're already back over 4% here. But I guess there's always a chance. And that spark will be a good stopping point. Yeesh. You know it's really, really unfortunate when you're at 4.25% and you get three stars in a row. It's just, the game's like, nope, there's no hope for you. You are going to have terrible luck right now. Three stars in a row now. Maybe more. I wasn't actually paying attention on Circle before that one, but... ugh. Well, this ended up going about as badly as I could have expected. Four and a half again. Ah. This game. Sometimes you end up getting really lucky, other times not so much. Hey Amelia. Oh, oof. Yeah, that hurts, especially when you're chasing a 4-star focus. Because at that point you kind of expect to be able to pull those units more regularly. Okay. Come on. Somebody show up, please. Ideally 2 people in the same circle, because at this point, it wouldn't even be that lucky. Come on, Byleth. Nope. Byleth? Maybe? Nope. We're just getting these Gen 1 archers. We're not allowed to have anything shiny. Ah, well. Wow. Literally just all of the Gen 1 archers, actually. Setsuna and Virion and Klein, all at the same time. Okay. 5 pulls to go after this. Let's see if we can at least find a focus unit before then, so I don't get baited into anything ridiculous before the banner goes away. Come on, Tiki. Please. Nope. At least she's a green unit from Awakening, but she's not Tiki. Yeah, sometimes it feels that way, doesn't it? Oh, well, I guess we get to pull a full circle at the end of this. Alright, let's see what we get. That is not Byleth. That is also not a Tiki. Frederick. We're getting so many Awakening units here. This is actually silly. Another Dedue? Really? Really? We've gotten as many Dedues as we've gotten Tikis. Ah, silly. Silly, silly. Wow. So far in this circle, Dedue is the 5-star. Everything else is from Awakening. But Dedue is not a Tiki. And that's not a Tiki either. Literally the entire circle except for Dedue was from Awakening. Jeez. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. And the worst part, of course, is that after this goes away, I think we're still at 4%. Well, it started off pretty well. It did not really end well, sadly, but that's where we're going to stop the summoning today. Honestly, that definitely could have gone better. Not one of the best summoning sessions I've ever had. I can't believe we got 2 Dedues. Like, out of everything we could have gotten, it was 2 Dedues and 2 Tikis, along with plenty of other pity breaks. Well, bit of a shame there. But +2 on each of Byleth and Tiki is more than good enough to work with, frankly, until the Hero Fest next year, so I will be okay with it. Somewhat. Sorta kinda. Not really, but I will try very hard to be okay with it. Did you? I didn't need to see you.
Father, Mother, please watch over me.
Yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 actually in the others. I must have missed one there. There we go. So 7 pity breaks, 2 4-star specials, and 4 focus units. Ouch. Almost a 2-to-1 ratio of off-focus to focus. Ugh. Yeah, that's pretty awkward. Oh, I counted Seliph twice here. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, so that's a total of, what, 15, 17 5 stars. 4 of those sparked, so 13 5 stars for... What was this? Just under 700 orbs. Definitely not my best summoning session. Well, it's okay. I will make myself feel better by starting to spend some of these dragon flowers. So, I do have a few specific units who end up being at the top of my list for the Dragonflower cap every year. Right at the very top of that list is Azura, who was my first 5-star ever, and I actually ended up getting 2 of her in my first circle that I kept when I finished rerolling. So, she's been around in my barracks forever, and yeah. Honestly, I'm so happy to have her at plus 10, and she's been really great for a really long time. Dimitri is another very obvious candidate. He's honestly a bit of a monster. He's just never stopped being really, really, really good. And of course Guinevere, who I really enjoy having. She's been so good. And she's now got 3 different unities thanks to the Hall of Forms. The DR unity is the last one she picked up, along with Special Spiral and Speed Smoke, and Ruptured Sky, of course. Can't forget that. But yeah, she's great. Oh, that clean 50 res. Just completely unbuffed and unsupported. Still, oh wait, no, she is somewhere supported, but still, 50 visible res, on top of 61-53 offenses. She's great. And I think I'm going to give these next 5 to Ash as well, who is also really, really just, she's been so good ever since her release. Oh yeah, if you mean Dimitri, he has aged magnificently well. He's so good, and the thought of his remix is really fun for me, but also a little bit scary because I do think he's going to be a just terrifying monster once that's done. Now, these last 2 sets, I think I might end up giving one of them to Tiki. The question is, who else is going to get these? I could give them to Ike, because, well, it's Ike. He's also just been such a mainstay in my barracks for so long, even if I haven't used him in a long while now. He's just, yeah, he's one of those units who ages really nicely. Even if he's not really an Omni-tank anymore, there are a few too many ranged threats that kind of mop the floor with him. He can still be really solid, I think. He might end up waiting, though. I think I have other units who might want these a little bit more. Gatekeeper might be one of those, just because I do like my Gatekeeper. He's pretty great, honestly. I enjoy having him a lot, especially after I gave him Kanto control, because it turns him into such an absolute nuisance for anybody to try and deal with on a defense team. I might just keep some of these and figure out exactly who I want to spend them on later. There are some units I don't have flagged in this favorite category that I do still want to give Dragonflowers to, including basically all of my Celicas and the OG female Byleth, and there are a lot. Infantry flowers are in very high demand. So, we'll wait for that and move on to flyers, because this flyer in particular is a lot of fun to use. And now that Chaos Season is a thing, she's just that much more of a menace. She's really great. I love using her, and it's actually really nice to have an excuse to use her in AR without actively sabotaging my score. Because in normal seasons, if you use Hell on an offense team, it's not really the best idea. Let's see. I'm also going to give give another 5 of these to Florina. I know that a lot of people look at Florina and say, well, you want her health to be as low as you can manage to get it. And I think that's actually the wrong way to look at it. You want her health to be as high as possible. Because the higher her health is, the easier it is to get her into range of activating her weapon with one reciprocal aid. And if you can manage that, then suddenly you're only spending one action to enable that weapon, which frees up the entire rest of her team for movement options. Which is really, really useful. I think I'm also going to go ahead and give this to Naga, who... I've always enjoyed using Naga. She's great. And she can honestly pull off some really silly things if you invest in her, like I kind of have here. But she's very solid, and I think her remix is actually just absurdly strong. Being able to auto follow-up as a tactic effect is, yeah, that's a lot. I kind of want to give these to Ashnard, but he might wait just a little while. Altina... I know Altina has a bonus week next week, so I could actually... Oh hey, SDW, they, I don't know if I would say they went well. The totals on side there do include all 4 sparks, so... It definitely could have been a better summoning session. But we still ended up getting a +2 Tiki and +2 Byleth out of it by the end, so... I'm okay with that. I would have liked to see at least one more of either or both by the end, and I might still end up going back to try to break that 4% pity that I'm at. But I'm not going to do that until after the double special hero banner goes, since, yeah. It's, we put a lot of orbs into that banner today. So we have 2 more sets of dragon flowers we can hand out here. Tempted to do air as well. I think I am going to go with Altina. Yeah, ended up actually getting 2 dedues, which is a little annoying since I got as many dedues as I got Tikis, and he's not a focus unit, so... But it's just the luck of the RNG, I guess. Sometimes it happens. So it's really... I think it's Thor or Claude for this next set, and... Of the 2, I think Thor is probably the better one to give these to for now, since I use her every Astro season. Claude has to be in season. Oh, you know, I did all of this and then completely forgot that I wanted to give some sets to Byleth. Oh, jeez. Well, the bright side is that I should actually end up getting enough flowers for her from the Forging Bonds. Since I think... yeah, there's still quite a few flowers that I haven't picked up in here yet. So, we should get enough for at least a few rounds of dragon flowers for her. Other than that, though, we still have cavalry and armor flowers to get through, and armor flowers is in particular going to be the hard one for me, since I have a lot of armors that I just really want to use these on. Zelgius gets them first, because he's Zelgius, and of course he's going to get these first. The rest of these, though, well, Fjorm's definitely getting another set, because, yeah, she's honestly been such an absolute powerhouse for me ever since she got released. I would like to cap Surtur out, but he's going to have to wait, I think. I think I'm going to give them to Brave Edelgard, maybe? Ahead of her remix. Or remix. She should be getting a refine in just a couple more weeks, I think. So, I think this is a very reasonable investment. And I think this last one is between Fallen Edelgard and Idun. I think I'm going to give them to Fatal first. And then I'll probably just give a few flowers to a third Edelgard. I may like using Edelgard. Or just like Edelgard in general. Definitely one of my favorites out of 3 houses. Let's see. I think I can get away with just giving you 2 flowers for now, though. We could do 4, but 2 flowers for now. And that lets me also split them a little bit by giving 2 flowers to this Edelgard. We'll get them both capped soon enough. It is a savvy fighter, Idun. We're slowly getting merges for her. The luck I had summoning on that remix banner that's, I think, still up right now was almost as tragic as the last spark on this current banner, so yeah. Haven't had too good of luck on most of the current banners. Okay. Oh, hold on. We still have cavalry units to go through, including someone who, or a couple of people, actually, who managed to get themselves capped after this Hero Fest. Along with Leith, who is just a passion project of mine because I like Leith. I hope her refine is good. I don't know when it's going to actually land. It's probably not for at least another couple of months, but I hope she gets a good one. Corin is always going to get these. Also Brave Erica, who is not quite plus 10 yet, but she's getting there. Azura, who is also not quite plus 10, but should be getting there in another week or so once that double special hero banner drops. Also, Niffle, who... Niffle is a fun case that I never actually meant to pull for, but she just sort of kept showing up. And, well, by the time this current Hero Fest rolled around, I had enough copies of her to put her up to plus 9, and figured, okay, here we go, we'll finish her here, and found one merge for her. She's fun though. I think she's probably a little bit dated right now, which is weird to say when Mooseville is just so strong. But I would like to find a way to work her into a defense at some point, because she can be really, really annoying to deal with. Also, the other plus 10 added to the roster is Lakeyarn, who I did end up going back to finish for anyone who's tracking it on Discord, I didn't actually post those summons. It was about the same sort of luck I had on the +4 to +7 range. But did get her to +10, and also actually ended up getting another Niffle along the way for her, so she now has a very, very spooky ARD set here that I'm hoping makes her very hard to actually deal with if you're trying to enemy phase her. I've honestly been really impressed by how well she's done in my anima defenses, and it's a good thing. I actually like Lycaon a lot as one of the characters who's original to Fae, so it's nice to see one of her versions actually being really strong. Oh, it is infantry locked. Really? I actually didn't even see that. Let me go check Tiki. I haven't looked at these inherit restrictions yet at all. So let me see. So Tiki. Oh wow, yeah, it's just infantry locked. This one is one that I almost want to give it to Dimitri at some point. But without the post-combat spiral, it's a lot harder for him to actually make it work. So, we'll see. Maybe when his remix comes around. Seliph, I think, was the other one I was actually curious about. Just to see what the inherit restrictions are. Where are my calves? Oh, that's right, he's going to be all the way up here because I've got calves sorted out right now. Seliph, there you are. So Clash. Okay. So no, oh, okay, you know, I really, really appreciate this because I was looking at Clash and immediately thought that this was going to be the new skill that everyone just gives their entire cav line and makes it that much more annoying to deal with. Thankfully, that's not the case. You can't give this to ranged units, it's melee exclusive. Still a really strong skill, actually. I do think it's going to be a very good option, or alternative rather, to Unity. This might actually be a very good skill for Legendary Nana, who can be a little bit shut down by penalties to her attack and speed, and with Clash, suddenly she doesn't have to worry about that. Oh, that's actually really great to know. I was planning to test that out at some point, but thanks for confirming that for me. Means I don't have to worry about it. I think that is all the calves that I was planning to put Dragonflowers into for now. I might end up giving some to Reinhardt, because Reinhardt. I do have a +10 Reinhardt, just the obligatory +10 Reinhardt. The Veronica is another one I might consider, but I might just wait too. Partly because I would not mind investing these into Kempf at some point, depending a bit on what his refine looks like. And that will take 2400 dragon flowers if I do, so we'll see. These flowers are the ones that I just end up having the most of. I do have 600 red flowers that I can hand out, though. Anybody have suggestions? Or someone you'd like to see get capped out right now? Ideally out of these 7, since, yeah, they're the ones that I'd probably be most willing to put these into right away. Oh, I'm sorry, 8. I almost forgot about Fallen Knight hanging out up here. There we go. Sorted out. So yeah, 8 candidates, and I'm not sure which one of them I want to invest in first. Could always just give it to Bremwind. Plus 10, plus 20 Bremwind. This is some spooky business. Might just give them to Corin, though. She actually ended up waiting a long while for her 5 to 10 set, since I was just trying to catch so many people up. Yeah, or I might just... I think I might just hang on to these for now. Or hang on to them, or give 600 of them to Tiki, since I am planning to do that. Let's see. I was kind of hoping to find a plus res Tiki. I guess I could give her a Floret, but I'd rather not. I'm trying to keep one of the just one Floret in the bank, no matter what, as an emergency stash. And she should be fine without it for now. Probably. I think I'd probably go with plus attack Tiki then. Plus attack seems like it's fine. Sleepy Tiki. Yep, and let's get her merged up. Along with Byleth, who, sadly and tragically, I completely forgot about when I was handing out the flyer flowers, so she's going to have to wait a moment before she gets those. Not long, but she will have to wait just a little bit. I should be able to get her the attack and speed versions without waiting too long, which is nice. Yep. So let's go ahead and merge them both up. Also clean up the barracks just a little bit. Let's see. Tiki, where are you at? Nagi. I'm honestly really glad that Nagi can't pity break me anymore, because she's just shown up constantly over the years. I think I got her to plus 10 at the same time as I got Legendary Edelgard to plus 10. And yeah, ever since then she's just sort of shown up pretty regularly. And Byleth. Oh, Byleth and Seliph both, actually. Alright, Celica. Oh, I should make sure that I get your speed ascended before I do that. Just to make sure it doesn't goof with it. I'm looking forward to the Beetle Refine, honestly. I'm very much looking forward to the Beetle Refine. Partly because, you know, I do have a plus 10-15 Ascended Beetle card to take advantage of said Refine. But it'll be nice to see her get some new toys to play with. And get that speed. Yes, I want to ascend speed. So we now have a plus attack, plus speed Ascended Celica. Awesome. That is actually a really nice upside to the slight disaster that the summoning sessions turned into. Where is she? There you are. Yes, they're both Ascended Heroes. You don't have to prompt me for that. Honestly, I do hope that Brave Dimitri gets a good refine. I wanted him to be good when the Braves came out 2 years ago, and his was underwhelming on release, and then he also had Legendary Dimitri get released like 1 month later, so it was a series of tragedies for Brave Dimitri, so hopefully he gets something good. He really does deserve it. Okay. Oh, right, I wanted to manage barracks and turn a lot of this into books, because we don't need most of this here. No, this Tiki is staying. Julian, I'm pretty sure I have a Julian, let me double check. Nope, this one is plus speed, this one's plus attack. No. It's okay. If he gets a really busted refine, then I'll have a merge for him and we can fix that attack flaw. Let me double check the do I have as well. Yeah, plus attack, that's fine. More than fine. And plus speed minus def Gustav, or plus HP minus res. They're both a little bit awkward. Jill, where are you? Oh, this one's neutral, so easy to pick that out. You're always going away, you too. Lewin is neutral, goodbye. Okay, and I think that's all of them. Okay, so plus 2 Byleth, plus 2 Tiki, plus 2 Celica. Also a token Chrom and Seliph to round out the CYL roster. Good stuff. Oh right, and I did want to close out the stream today with a rematch, actually. Full disclosure, my current light defense is very basic and is honestly just here to mitigate losses, so I go into the light weeks expecting to see exactly this right now. We did get one success, which surprised me, but I'm okay with it. I haven't really had time to sit down and brainstorm a good Dark Season defense in a while, so I'll probably just coast in Dark Seasons for the foreseeable future until I find some inspiration and sit down and craft together something fun. Until then, though, this one is actually on my friend list, so I kind of got to cheat with this and take a peek at their defense. And I'm pretty sure that Dimitri is able to handle this, especially with his newly updated Dragonflower count. So let's see. Yeah. Honestly, it's a very fun little setup. You've got a triangle attack Catria and Ludio Chrom. And part of what makes this really neat is the Slaying Land Siskuchen note, who, with Siskuchen and the damage reduction from her Beast Slot as well, it makes her really, really hard to get an in with a Gale Force team. Since, well, most Gale Force units are not built to punch through a damage reduction special on top of a dodge passive from her Beast Slot. Now, obviously, I think with the right Gale Force units can still break through that, but she's also got Steady Posture, so you have to handle a guard effect as well, and then the next unit behind that is a Medius, who, well, has around 40% damage reduction against anything that attacks him. And the ones behind Medius are also really hard to attack into as well. Of course, if you try to tank this, you have a triangle attack Florina, you've got triangle attack Chrom, triangle attack Medius, and even this Lachesis is very, very spooky. Like, this is a very impressive Lachesis. The Farsafe Rudolph is actually pretty cool too, especially with Hardy Fighter Deflect. He's going to be hard to punch through for even max investment Ninja Korin. This Lance Breaker on Katri is funny to see. A little awkward, but still funny to see. I think Guard might have been a better pick for her, but I guess the Lance Breaker can help her break through Brave Hectors, potentially. Oh, Har had better get something good. Har was robbed, frankly. He was so robbed. And for someone who's easily one of the best units in both games of Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, he deserves a good refine. I was so happy when I saw him be a hero battle, and then they gave him a Brave Axe, and I was like, but why? He's so good, why are you doing this to him? But yeah, so yeah, this is, honestly, it's a really spooky setup. And then of course you have the two shrines up in the top that make things a little bit more tricky to handle. Now, with all that said, I did cheat, which is why I'm not actually spending a good 10 to 20 minutes figuring out math on whether or not this works. But it turns out this does work.
I'll comply.
And it's kind of funny to see. Let me make sure, yeah, we've got combat animations on. So, we're just going to go in on this on the very first turn.
I'll comply.
Ready. I do not object.
Flip Dimitri forwards, and Dimir can move all the way in here with Kento, which keeps her safe.
Your orders.
And Dimitri is just going to plonk himself right here and poke this note. And then we can have Lilith just warp in here, keep him safe, huh? Or, well, if not keep him safe, at least give him an extra +1 to stats thanks to the ally support. And then we say go. He is taking the Bright Shrine here, so he's operating with -9 attack and speed. And of course he's also taking the AoE from Florina, and a triangle attack from her.
On my honor.
But then she feeds him 27 hit points, thanks to Soul. Medius moves in and gets to triangle attack as well, but thanks to null follow-up from Lilith, this isn't actually the biggest deal, and Dimitri can take a bunch of health back with Soul, and then finish him off with a second swing. And then we get Chrom, who hilariously doesn't even bother trying to triangle attack Dimitri at this point, so yeah, that's a bit unfortunate for him. Lachesis gets to move in with a triangle attack, but she actually attacks after Chrom, since even though she does damage, none of it actually sticks. And then, well, Katria, she does what she can, but she can't quite do enough. That Lancebreaker doesn't really help her when Dimitri has no follow-up. If I'm being totally honest, no follow-up Dimitri feels like cheating. He is so strong.
This way then. Lord Asker, guide us. Good morning. Truly?
Yep, and from there, well,
Yes.
goodbye Rudolph. It was nice knowing you.
We will not lose.
It's honestly so fun to see Dimitri still doing this well. It's part of why I'm willing to just commit all kinds of new skills and resources to him as time goes on. He's really great. I love him. Yeah. It's a little unfortunate to see a rematch bank that big at the start of the week, but like I said, I'm not too worried about the defense right now until I eventually climb back out of my Xenoblade hype. It might be a while before I start actually brainstorming something fun for defenses again. So, if I can float by with a mitigation team until then, I'm going to be okay with that. The anima defense, on the other hand, has actually done really well, and actually had a nearly perfect defense week last week. I only lost one match the entire week, and that one got mitigated, so it ended up being a 0-loss week. And that didn't even include the updated Leg Yarn kit. This is still the +3 version without the new A skill. So, I'm really happy with this defense. It's actually done really well for me so far, and I'm looking forward to updating it. Hopefully small updates over time, but you never know when something big and fun will drop that I might want to experiment with. Alright, and that's going to be about it for the stream tonight. Thanks for joining me and suffering through some tragic luck along with me. I hope your own summons at least go better than what I ended up with here. And I hope you're having fun with the new units too. They do seem like a lot of fun to play with, and I'm looking forward to just getting Tiki and Byleth leveled up and figuring out what kind of shenanigans we can get up to with them. So, that's good stuff. For anyone who's been following along with the Xenoblade streams, or who's interested in them, I will be streaming again tomorrow evening. So, if you want to just tag along for that and enjoy some chill post-game stuff, I'll be there. Aside of that, again, good luck with your own summons and your Aether Raids matches if you're taking it seriously. And yeah, have a good night, take care, and I will see you all next time.